Get this, a straight man blows up because of a catchy country song. At the height of his career, he announces his sexuality. From that point, the homophobia, the expectations, the scrutiny was on the rise, until he finally fell. What if I said this path was not made for him? What if I said his downfall was inevitable? Hello you guys, it is Mar back with another video. Welcome back to my subbies and welcome to the newbies. And like I always say, don't be scared to fall because you may fall into a better situation. I like to feel like I'm a part of that better situation. You're already here, so you might as well subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I did post on the community tab and I asked you guys what is a video topic that you guys wanted me to talk about, and you guys chose everlasting homophobia. And I wanted to use Lil Nas X for an example to further push the point of what exactly I meant by everlasting homophobia. To this day, he's released two projects, one which was 7, which was an EP. He later released the album in 2019, Montero, which included a lot more mainstream artists as his popularity grew. And you have to also remember at this time that Lil Nas X was considered to be straight, or his sexuality was not in the question as of now. It's important to note this because eventually when his sexuality is known, it will shift the audience that chooses to support him. Because his sexuality wasn't really known at the time, he really had a straight audience on board with supporting him at the release of Old Town Road. Gay people, period, experience a level of discrimination because of our sexuality. But adding to one of the odds stacked against him, Lil Nas X is also black. So he will be a victim to being black. He'll experience racism, discrimination, and limited success simply because the color of his skin. Not only does he experience the limitations of being black, but he also experiences the limitations and the homophobia of being gay. So these are two odds that are stacked against him. Two odds that a straight man will not experience. Only the odds that a black and a gay man will experience. During this time of Old Town Road, he had the general public on his side simply because he was perceived to be straight. And also too because none of his imagery in his videos at this time aligned with or gave us an idea that Lil Nas X was gay. I would even argue that it's almost impossible to convince straight men or even sometimes straight women to listen to gay artists. Y'all, I still don't know my way around Atlanta, so I still be having to use the GPS no matter where I'm at. And a lot of times I be going off of faith, just testing myself, because I love a challenge. I love a challenge. But if I don't feel for certain, or if I don't have an inkling of where the fuck I am, no, I'm definitely gonna put the GPS on, because no ma'am. At any moment, there is a shift in demand for a gay artist. The push from the industry will suddenly begin to shift. The industry is very quick to put a gay artist on the back burner. Put him on a bench, put him out. There's not a lane for gay artists anyways. In the cases where artists like Lil Nas X done something that a lot of artists have done, but it's received differently because of one thing.
You said you felt like you really messed up this time, and I was like, why did you feel that way, and in what way does it affect your mental health?
It was this thing that artistically, it was just supposed to be I'm returning, I'm back. It turned into this whole thing where it was me trying to dunk on Christians or something. That was never what it was. Then I looked at the video with me eating the communion or whatnot, and I was like, okay, this looks really bad on paper. This thing that I thought was just a little jokey, fun video. I also had to think about how many of my family members are Christian, my grandmothers and stuff, and aunties and things like that. And I'm like, wow, do they see this as that too? If they do, that's really messed up, and it made me sad. And then, on top of that, seeing actual fans turn and say like, oh, why is he doing this? Why does he keep messing with these people? And I think another thing was messages got turned around. And because one got turned around, the idea of Montero, Call Me By Your Name, which is me like taking ownership of this place everybody tells me I'm going to go. And that was just turned into, oh, he's teaching Christianity a lesson, when that's not the case.
We can get every right we want. It will never change the fact that the majority of people do not like gay people. You have to make these people money for them to invest in you. Whereas for other people, or maybe other races, other sexualities, they may not have to work as hard to get that push. Let's watch a clip that shows Lil Nas X on why he actually came out.
I can't tell you how much I admire you, because most people are, as you know, are fearful of that because they think it's going to affect their career.
People who are usually homophobic don't have the expectation for women to be women, but they have the expectation for queer men to be men. So it is okay to be lesbian, but it is not okay to be gay.
And here you are at the height of like your brand new career, brand new, and you decide to come out. So what did you feel and what inspired you to come out at that time?
It was something that I should have been done, but I was not in a position where family and friends, like how they would react, I guess. How it would be good for the youngins who are listening to me right now.
Yep.
Who gonna have to go through stuff like this in the future.
Right.
To know like it's all right, I guess.
Lil Nas X has always had like an innocence to him. So I do feel like the trolling in his personality and how playful he is and how joking he is genuinely his personality, in my opinion. And I don't think that he ever viewed his trolling or his personality as a problem, because for the most part, the general public condoned his trolling of what it seemed like to be the Christian community because of his sexuality. I think the everlasting homophobia comes from this world just not being accepting of gayness in its full capacity and its full glory. We still live in a time where it is severely dangerous to be gay. Like, that is still a possibility. Like, the everlasting homophobia will always be here because this country is composed of religious people who feel like homosexuality is just not the way. Let the focus be the music and not your sexuality, because when you make your career a sexuality, at some point it's going to come crumbling down, because the majority of people do not like this gay shit. They do not like this gay shit, and they don't want things to look gay. They don't want things to look gay because they're gonna say that it's about the children. Really, it's not about influencing the children, because you can stop your children from listening to Lil Nas X. You can stop your children from watching Lil Nas X. But instead of doing that, they want to police the actual adult and stop them from creating the art that they create. And because there's not a specific path for a gay artist within the music industry, they don't prioritize looking for gay artists. We're allowed to be gay, but we're not allowed to be loud and proud about our gayness in certain spaces. And because the music industry is predominantly straight men, straight women, that lane for gayness, gay people, is very thin. The same acts that he was celebrated for will ultimately be the breaking point where people start to look at him sideways and shift their perspective and his reputation into a different direction. I'm not really surprised that he continued to troll, because this is what people liked. This is what the Shade Room posted. This is what you guys would tune into. So why fix it if it isn't broken? The minute that Lil Nas X announced that he was gay, the homophobia was going to start to sneak in. It was inevitable. It's homophobic. It's always going to be homophobic. There are always going to be people who don't like you or don't want you there. Let me get my ID. Let me get these so I can tune you hoes out, because no ma'am. Love people. Just not today. And I'm at Walmart, so let me go up in here and I'll be back, and I'll talk to you guys when I get back. I want to get out today, but when I tell y'all it's so fucking hot, cold, it's so cold. But things have changed. We used to admire people like these too, but now it's different. Think about Sam Smith. His sexuality was known by most people.
But he saw the most success when his sexuality was not being talked about or shown within his visuals.
One thing to note about Sam Smith is that in the beginning of his career, he never made his sexuality a focal point when it came to his music. So everyone was able to sing along and enjoy his music just as long as it's not overtly gay. That support is always going to be a little bit lackluster if you want to keep it a dub, unless you somehow beat the odds by being exceptional, by being perfect, by not showing those exaggerated gay parts of you, by playing the game and looking like what they want a gay person to look like on TV. You can't be too loud with your gayness. You can't be too ratchet. You can't be too much of a diva. You have to know your place. You have to play the game. Now Sam Smith's comments are flooded with, I miss the old Sam, I miss the old Sam, I miss the old Sam. The minute he stopped honing in and catering to that audience of straight people, the push from the industry declined. And he'll always have his diehard fans who are there for who he is as a person. But when it comes to all artists, but specifically Sam Smith in this case, the minute he stops catering to straight people or straight women and making music that they enjoy, they're going to fall off and not support him. Honestly, showing that they didn't support him, they supported the music that he made and the music that he made for them. They don't support him as an overall being. They don't support what he stands for. They don't support him as a person. There have been many artists who have cosplayed as Jesus within their music videos. In fact, it happens a lot in movies because that is an expectation of movies, but it's not an expectation of gay artists to do that. So why can't we do it? I'm not saying that it's right to mock Jesus, but why can't gay artists do it?
Hey, look, Tennessee, come talk to me, come walk with me, hey, come walk with me. Hey, look, Tennessee, come talk to me, come walk with me,
It sucks as a gay artist. It seems like you can't show up and be yourself without some type of scrutiny. I guess the only question now is if he can come back from this. I do think that he has the talent to, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
And that is all I have for you guys today. I will definitely see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Hop In. I definitely plan on discussing some more topics while we ride around and just talk and chit chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my Instagram. I will definitely see you guys in the next video. And like I always say, stay honest. Bye, guys.
You're not heavy. Never heavy. I won't let you be. Hush my child. You're